This is a good tarot. Let's see what's happening. Well, harmony is being stimulated, right? The harmony is being stimulated. That sounds philosophically correct. After being scattered, right? After feeling scattered regarding poor choices that you think you made. Now, are they really poor choices? No, they're not poor choices. They were there to stir something in your life so that it could create shift and change, right? So remember, you didn't make poor choices, but harmony is being stimulated. You're going to have support from people around you, right? Whatever community you are. I don't know. Maybe you're on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook like me, and you have people actually supporting you by messaging you, commenting, and all that stuff. Or maybe you have support in your family. But there will be support, and you would feel it. Maybe you didn't feel it before, but now you shall. Right now, wait. Oh. Look, for about 1 to 6 months, right, from now, and whoever landed on this video, let's say a year later, that would also resonate with you, because whenever you watch this video, the reading is valid from that point of time, right? So look, from now, then a month to 6 months, because it's going to be different for all. For some, it would be a month that's needed, for some, at 3, for some, at 6, but 1 to 6 months, you must be concentrating on yourself and be selfish, right? Because right now what you're doing is you're bridging between two worlds. Bridging, like paving your own way to walk the middle path, which is the most important one. You have to understand, everybody wants to go either high or low, but that's not the right way. If you want to know it all, or at least not all, but most, right, and have the understanding of things, you need to be in the middle, because that's where information flows from above and below. Plan. What about the plan? Okay, look. Look, you need to plan, right? You need to establish this clear vision, right? Understanding. You have to shed the light on to your harsh approach regarding yourself judging you, right? I don't know, maybe you lack the effort, you're aimless, you're stagnant, you're not worth it, you're not doing enough, you're not giving enough, whatever it is that you're doing. You need to stop, and you need to shed the light on it and understand, right, that that is not the correct way to think about yourself or approach yourself, right? So for that to happen, for you to eradicate that incorrect thinking regarding yourself, you need to isolate yourself, right? Silence. So no friends and conversations and no talking and therapists and all that fucking bullshit. You need to go within. So you need to feel the feelings, you need to feel the thoughts, feel. Do you hear what I'm saying? Feel the thoughts, feel the feelings, feel the emotions, feel your flesh, feel it all, right? Not just process it mentally. For that to happen, you need to be in utter isolation, silence. Because within silence, there's a lot of noise. And that noise is a lot of voices, and those voices are all in your head. And they can teach you quite a good lesson, also guide you if you stand still for a split second and listen. So that's what you need to be doing. You need to be getting rid of your self-judgment, because it's becoming boring on your path. So your path is becoming boring because your constant state of you judging yourself, right, and doubting yourself is becoming an obstacle on your path, right? So you're progressing, but the way you think about yourself is really the one aspect of it, or a couple of aspects of it, are not changing. I'm not saying not all of your perception regarding yourself has remained the same. I'm just saying that certain aspects remain the same, and they got to go. You need to develop this strong self of worth, right? Strong self worth. Not like, I can't, I'm weak, I'm going to fail, blah, blah, blah. None of those affirmations. First of all, never say, I am, and then negative after that, because that's affirmation. Anything that comes after I am is an affirmation. So don't set things in stone that you don't need to deal with, which is insecurities. Say, I am worth it. I am capable, right? That state of mind, right? Once you get rid of that judgment, not get rid of, like sort of transmute it into positivity, right? Take your self-doubt and turn it into self-worth, right? That will create emotional balance inside of you. So if you're right now feeling like you want to snap at people, or you want to respond to every single stupid shit that they say, that won't be the case after you have accepted your self-worth, because there will be emotional balance. So you no longer will have this argument in your head with random people. I told you, you're an asshole. How could you do this to me? None of that. None of it. You will be at peace. I fucking want to be there myself. So let's just do it together. Okay, for that to happen, there needs to be a tower. So some kind of shocking event, some kind of shocking event. Um, I'm not understanding. It's going to be some kind of shocking event when you travel, and it has to do regarding your romantic relationship. So I'm not sure whether you travel and there will be some kind of shocking event while you're traveling romantically, or while you're traveling, something shocking will happen in your romantic life while back here. I'm not sure what's going on, but something will shock you. You need to tune into your intuition, right? And you need to hold back on your generosity. So this cards all came together. So maybe after you find out what happens, I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens to each one of you, or even me, maybe forgiving would not be an option in this case. You see what I mean? Yeah. Forgive once, forgive twice, fool me once, fool me twice, yeah, something like that. Don't forgive. Set the rules, right? Approach the situation as a leader, right? Explain to the person what's right and wrong, right? And say that this is what's going to be accepted in your life and nothing less than that, right? So if maybe you've been, I'm thinking like we're talking about betrayal, right? So if you've been betrayed before and you're forgiven, this is your opportunity to tell them to fuck off from the first shot, right? So maybe it's a repetitive thing with this person that you're going to experience, but this is your opportunity to put the foot down and say, yeah, no. You're not disabled. You don't need care. You're on your 2 feet. You can walk, talk, take care of yourself. There's nothing for me to bend over backwards for. Like that, right? Walk your path, walk your life right out of mine. So like that. And then you'll open when you close that door, the doors will open. Like, you will feel a paralyzing fear to make the move, right? And presently you also feel the fear about thinking about that, right? What would you do in that situation? But you have to be a daredevil. You have to just go ahead and just do the things that you do. I know you sometimes act to surprise yourself. Sometimes you would say things you don't expect. You would say, you dare to be free. You dare to be outspoken. You dare to be honest. That's what you need to be. But in this case, you're standing up for yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is time to stand up for yourself. You're not a doormat for anyone, darling. You just have to understand that. I know it's easier for others if they wipe their feet on your back, but your back was not made for that. And it's time you realize that. Have courage to establish boundaries. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have courage to establish boundaries. So after you do that, in about a year from when you set boundaries, in about a year from then, you will tap loose ends, right? So if you and the person ended up on the wrong foot, or the person didn't understand your fucking boundaries and they got upset and they wouldn't talk to you, don't be worried. I know you're scared shitless, but guess what? They're telling you that within a year, they'll get used to the fact, because there's people who loves you will still always remain around you, right? And who doesn't, they'll leave. So what do you give a shit about them? But whoever loves you, they'll remain around you. And it will take them up to a year to adjust to new you. So don't be afraid, be yourself. You missed a lot of opportunities, right? Because you've been put in a situation where you felt lacking inspiration, right? So someone would drain you and they wouldn't feel inspired, or you would feel like hopeless, right? Because they would project this new and different perception and perspective on the life that you could or should or would or must be living. But that was not yours. So you wasted a lot of time listening to other people's perception of reality that is yours. They can't see your reality, darling. They don't know what you think. They don't know what you feel. You must also understand that who does not know what you feel, what you think, cannot possibly know what's good for you and what's not. So don't lie to yourself. Stop gaslighting yourself and making yourself think that they know better than you, because you know they don't. No. Shit. Tenderness, what about it? Harmony. Your tenderness, right? And sort of harmonic, like a balanced approach to attitudes that are hurtful, right? And inflexible. The people who are hurtful and inflexible. Where are we getting with it? People who gossip. People who change things up in your life, right? People who try to make you think wrong about your beauty, right? The way you look. Your mind, your way of being. Where are we going with this? In a few months, after you adjust your mind, state of mind, they no longer will affect you emotionally, because it will be mind over matter.